Right then, hello, and this is a walkthrough guide of Dragon Slayer on the Sega Saturn. Now, this is a recent hidden gem I've pretty much discovered, and I want to kind of do a video to show how to play the game. Now, if you don't know what Dragon Slayer is essentially a 1985 RPG. It's an action RPG, and it was released originally on the PC-88 computer, and I think it was also ported onto the MSX. And Dragon Slayer is kind of like an RPG series that spawned, you know, kind of the whole genre in regards to action RPGs. Games like Legend of Zelda, Final Fantasy. This game in particular had a massive influence on the creation of The Legend of Zelda. So if you want to play a game that essentially has that kind of gameplay, this is it, Dragon Slayer. So there's kind of like this is like a remixed version on the Sega Saturn. So it's got all updated graphics and sprites and everything, but essentially the mechanics and the gameplay is 1985, you know, style. So it's a real hard slog of a game, and I'm going to show you how it works. So basically, the game is it's a Japanese game on the Saturn, but there's no Japanese text. There's no character dialogues or interaction or text. So it's absolutely completely playable to anybody. And let me zoom back here so you can actually see the full screen of it. I just want to give you a layout of what it looks like. So the whole idea is this: you start off as this character, and it's like a kind of like a, I don't know if you want to call it a dungeon crawler, but think of it like Legend of Zelda. I mean, like I said, it's the game that kind of influenced the Legend of Zelda game. So you have to kind of walk around this whole map, area, world, zone, and basically power up your character to be able to defeat the dragon. So there are different menus, different items and things to collect, different kind of enemies, and it took me a while to figure out how to play this game, and because I've essentially figured out how to play it now, I want to share it with you guys, because I don't think there's any other videos on YouTube of really how to play the game. So I'm probably going to miss a lot of info, but I'll do it as best I can. So you start off here like this, for example. You pick up the sword, press the C button, and you will see you've got the sword now, so you can walk around. And because it's an action RPG, the way it works is that there's no kind of turn-based fighting. It's all when you see the character on the screen, you kind of walk into them, and that's how you kind of battle with them. So it's that kind of action RPG. I'll go through the different items you can collect. So you see a lot of these gold coins on there. When you pick those up, it adds a gold coin to your stat in the top right corner there. So pick up loads of these coins, and then the idea is when you pick up any of these items, you take it back to this house here, and it drops off, you see. So for every gold coin you pick up, you take it back to the house, and I think it increases your HP, your heart power. I think it gives you 500. Let's have a look. Yeah, so for every gold coin you collect, you get 500 points added to your HP, which is your heart power. Okay, so gold coins means it ups your health, essentially. So collect all these gold coins. Take them back to the house. The next item is this thing here, this blue thing. Now these are called powerstones. Now you pick up the powerstones, and they essentially give you strength. So you take them back to the house, and it gives you 5,000 strength. So the whole reason this game is so hard and it's a bit of a slog is because you can only pick up one item at a time. So you pick up one item, and I can't pick up any coins now, essentially. So what I have to do, I have to drop the key to pick up a coin, and so on. So that's why the game is a hard slog, because you have to explore the whole area and bring everything back to these houses. And essentially, I think on this level, there's like 2 houses dotted around. So it's just a bit of a pain to find. You have to level up your character before you can unlock magical powers and even the gameplay map. Let me give you an example of another. So let's take the key. The key is used for opening chests, as you can see below. So you'll see these chests here. You walk over to the chest, you hold the C button, it unlocks the chest and it turns into a coin. There's all kinds of things hidden in chests, from power stones to coins to even skeletons, which stop you from picking up extra stuff, but you'll see in a minute. So I've unlocked the chest now. You pick up all the goodies, pick up all these goodies, take them back to the house. You can pick up coins and power stones at the same time, drop them off, and then your character levels up that way. Now what you'll see is this ring. The next item is this ring. The ring allows you to move blocks. So you can kick blocks like this, these blocks that you can see on the level. Allows you to move them like so. An enemy will just kill him quickly. So you can pick up the ring to be able to move the blocks and this house, because it's very handy to move this house about, so you can take it to where you are on the map. So if you drop the ring, you can't move the house or you can't move blocks anymore. So this is the ring that you need if you want to be able to move items and blocks around the level. So that's what that does. This cross, if you pick up the cross, it nullifies damage. So if you go into an enemy area, the enemies can't take any damage off you, cause you any damage. So you're essentially invincible. But it means you can't, I don't think you can attack the enemies as well, can you? Let's have a look. I can't remember. I think you can. Okay, yeah, so you can kill the enemies, but they can't damage you. But again, because you've got the cross, it means you can't pick up any items like gold or anything else. So you have to drop the cross to pick up the coins. So again, you can see this is where the game is a bit of a slog. This next thing here, this purple thing, this is a magic potion. So you pick those up and it powers up your magic power. You can see in the top left corner now, sorry, the top right corner, that number 1. That means I've got 1 magic power. So you take that back to your house and drop it off. And I think each magic potion, what does it increase? Does it increase one of your stats? I think just your magic, no, I think it's just your magic potion stats. So where you see those magic potions in the level, you have to collect as many of those as possible to power up your magic ability. Okay, so let's go over and get this ring, and we'll just go into this little section here. So you have to be careful how you move blocks now. Oh, I didn't do that very well. Okay, I'll get to the enemies in a minute. I just want to show you a few more. So collect all these coins and take them back to the house. Okay, so we've got some magic potions here. So drop the ring, pick up the magic potions. Now picking up the magic powers or the magic potions obviously increases your magic potion level, your XP, your experience. So you have to collect literally hundreds of these magic potions to power up your character. So for every 2,000 magic potions you pick up, what I'm going to do, I'm going to load a previously saved game, and I'm going to show you kind of how it works. The game's really good because you can save and load on the fly, so it's essentially like, having like a save state on there. So it's really handy. You can save whenever you like, and then load your game back up if you die. So level your character up, save it, you know, builds you up and makes the game much easier to play. So you press the start button, and you can see in the top left, the top right corner, I've got 108 magic potions. So you go into the magic menu, and these are all the magic abilities that unlock. So I've got a jump, return, map, break, and kick, and you can assign those magic powers to the A or B button. So, for example, the map and break. So what the map will do is allow you, you see them in the top left corner now, A and B button. So what the compass will do will allow you to see the map, and then it brings up the map on the screen, and you can, flashing green dot at the top is you, and that's where you can go. That's the whole level. Everything's color coded, so everything, those red, all the red bits on the map, they're all where the treasure chests are. The gold, the yellow things are where the gold is, and so on. There's a little map key there on the right that you can see. It tells you where all the main items are to collect. And the dragon is located on the map. There will be the white dot, but you'll be able to see that when you play the game yourself, much closer. The next magic power is B button, which is break. So if you go to one of the blocks and press the B button, it allows you to break these blocks. So it's better than the push. You don't have to have the ring. You can just break blocks. That's another great magic power. Now, using that magic power of the breaking the blocks, it doesn't reduce your MP. You see, I've still got 107. But when you use some of the magic powers, when you assign some of the magic powers, they can take your magic potions down. So we'll assign the return home. So wherever you are on the map, if you press the B button, you see it returns you to the house, but it takes off one of your magic power potion stats. So now it's 106. If I go over here, press the B button, returns me home. Now it's 105, and so on. So some of those reduce the magic power. Okay, what's next? Let's have a look at another icon. There's so much to tell you in this game, but hopefully you get the idea of what to do. I mean, the game is really good, and it's a hidden gem, and I've just discovered it on the Saturn because, you know, it's one of those RPGs that you can pick up and play. You don't need to have to know or read any Japanese in it. It's just a case of understanding and learning how the game works. That skull on the screen there that you can see, sometimes when you open chests, that skull kind of attaches itself to you, and that stops you from doing things like breaking blocks and picking up coins and stuff like that. So the way to get rid of the skull, see, when it kind of follows you around, it stops you doing stuff. So you have to go all the way back to the house, and it kind of stops at the house, so you can kind of drop it off, so to speak. So if you ever find yourself with one of these skulls following you around, go back to the house, drop it off, and then you're free and you can explore again. This thing here is a grave. That's where all the enemies spawn out of. So they're enemy spawn points, essentially. There's loads of different varieties of enemies. The skeletons are the weakest. They take off 10 heart points. This thing here is a teleportation device in the level where you can teleport to different areas of the map. See? This is a zombie foot. That's another one of the... I think that's a more powerful enemy. It takes off a lot. Each enemy takes a certain amount of damage off of you. The most deadly enemy on this game is a green monkey. There's also eagles on here. There's this thing here. Oh, this thing is dangerous because this thing not only takes off a load of health, it takes off a couple of thousand points of health, but it also takes away all of your magic. So you can see I've got 103 magic. If he walks into me, you can see, look, in a minute, all my magic is gone. He's taken my magic. So luckily what I'll do, I'll load my game back up and I'll restore from where I was. But that's a good reason for you to, you know, obviously save your game as much as possible. What am I doing? This is a crab. Fairly, I think he takes off a couple of, I mean, you can figure out how much. I've got these written down, but I can't remember the numbers of how much health they take off you. But the only creatures that are really dangerous to look out for are the green monkeys, because they're really deadly, and those kind of enemies that you saw just now that take away your magic power ability. The kick magic power, that allows you to obviously kick blocks, and that's good because you can kick the blocks into an enemy and the enemy will die, so that's quite good. So it not only pushes it but kicks it into the enemy, and you can kill the enemies that way as well. Once you reach 10,000 I think XP, it unlocks this kick ability, and then you keep after leveling up your XP, and then the next, I think there's 2 or 3 more magic abilities to unlock. There's the ability to fly, the ability to freeze things as well, but I haven't unlocked those yet. So you have to keep playing and building up your XP to unlock these different magic abilities, and that's essentially how that works. The break and the map one's probably the best one so far. Let's see if I can go and quickly find the dragon, and I'll show you the dragon. Essentially, obviously, the idea is to get to the dragon on the level. Oh, what am I doing? And to defeat the dragon. So I think the dragon is located just down here somewhere. We'll go and show you the dragon. You just have to look on the map, and I think it's the white dot. Where is the dragon? Oh, I think it's up here. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. I don't know if there's 1 or 2 dragons on each level. I think there might be 2. There's at least 1. Oh, the dragon's way down there actually. I'm going to go to the dragon and I'll show you. Hold on, bear with me. This video is very long, but there's a lot to say on this game. It's a great game, and I really suggest you pick up a copy because, again, like I say, it's there's no Japanese to be read here. And if you know what Dragon Slayer is, that ghost you can see that's flying through the level, that steals your items sometimes, so be wary of that. If you're carrying a magic potion back to the house, it will probably grab it off of you, and it will place it on another random location on the level. There's the dragon. So the idea obviously of the game is to slay the dragon. So build up your stats and your XP to be able to get to this dragon. The dragon does breathe fire. It takes away quite a lot of your health. I don't know if the cross there takes much damage off, but the dragon has got 3 heads. So you've got to slay each head. And as you can see, the dragon is very powerful. It's over 600,000 HP. So it's a long slog of a game to get that dragon down and to defeat him. But that's essentially how you play the game. I hope this has been informative. Check out Dragon Slayer. It's on the Sega Saturn. You can find it on the Falcon Classics collection. It's one of 3 games on there. The sequel Dragon Slayer 2 Xanadu is also on there, and also Ys as well. So, but this is the game to check out. I really recommend it. It's a hidden gem on the Saturn, and that's Dragon Slayer. I'm sorry the video's taken so long, but again, it's a great game. Any questions on the game that I might have probably missed, put it in the comment section down below. But thanks for watching. Bye bye.